What's up, everybody? I know you're probably wondering what I'm riding, and I would probably wonder the same thing if I was one of you. This is an X-Pro Titan 250cc dirt bike, and it's actually pretty cool. This thing can be fully bought on Amazon for 1,500 bucks, and it's about 500 bucks to get it shipped to your door. And there's a little bit of assembly, but overall this thing's pretty sweet. I've been riding it a little bit. I got 400 miles on it, 450 miles, and this thing's been awesome. I've already gone out to Croom, and it's been great. This thing's got a lot of cool features. I've already put a quad lock on. It fits a quad lock. It's got an electric starter. I don't know if you saw that down here. It's got an electric starter, but it's also got a kickstarter. So it's got an electric and kickstart, the full LED display, which is pretty cool. It's also got full LED headlights and turn signals. Popped one on. I don't know if you can see it over there. They're pretty bright at nighttime. They are really bright. This thing is pretty cool. For the price, you can't really beat it. It is carbureted, and it is a 230. It's a Honda CRF 230 clone, everybody says. I don't know if it's true or not. It rides great. It's got plenty of power once you start pulling up to around 6,000 RPM. I did everything everybody else probably does to these things. Nibby carb, P 28mm. I did a Tusk shifter. The other one was kind of cheap feeling. I got new levers for it. But other than that, this thing's pretty solid. I mean, obviously things like the cheap China chain is something you might want to replace. And some people even recommend the battery, but I have never really had any issues with it. It's been for almost 500 miles and 1,500 bucks. There's really not much else on the market at the moment that can really beat it, unless you're going used. And even then, you probably aren't finding a $1,500 250. It tops out at around 60. I've gotten up to 62. Haven't really pushed it too much, and I heard it has a governor at 9,000 RPM. And I know you're probably wondering what is all to assemble when shipped to your door. It's pretty nice. My experience with R&L Carriers, I believe is who ships it, they had an electric pallet jack that picked it up and dropped it off in the driveway. So it was pretty convenient. I didn't have to pick it up and load it off the truck. I know they say it's some people say it's your responsibility to pick it up and load it off the truck. They take an electric pallet jack and just put it in your driveway, so that's pretty convenient. When you open up the box, it comes in like a steel kind of barred up container that you got to take apart to get the motorcycle out of it. 5-speed, I always forget. Pull over and take a look at it. Fully street registerable. I just got mine registered today. I gotta go get the plate on it. The brakes actually work really good. The rear tire will lock up really easy, so be mindful of that. And like I said, PE 28mm Nibby carb, it works great. It really opened up the bike a lot. I feel a lot more throttle response, and it definitely pulls harder. I like you also have a pilot screw down in there. I don't know if you could see it or not. It's you can actually adjust the amount of fuel that goes into the bike as opposed to the stock carb that comes on it. You cannot. Amazon says it makes around 12 max power. With the Nib, you're probably pushing around 17 horsepower. It's super light, 200 and I think 30 some odd pounds is what Amazon claims. I'm not sure the fuel tank capacity. That's one thing people complain about, is there's no fuel gauge on the dash. There's a little nipple that comes in here when you receive the bike. I took that out, and I don't know if I'd recommend it, because you can see it torches your turn signal. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be using these too much. I don't know how much on-road riding I'll be doing, but yeah, overall it's an amazing bike. Like I said, I took it out to Croom already. It didn't get stuck once. It managed to get itself out. Oh look, we got somebody over here cruising around. This thing is awesome, honestly. For the price, you really can't beat it. Shipped to my door in 5 days. Like I said, I almost forgot to mention the fairings. All these fairings come off. The headlight comes off. The bars come off. These clamps are off. Your front wheel's off. Your rear suspension is disconnected. But it's really honestly simple. If you just take the time, you will be able to assemble it with no problem. You also have to connect a few connectors on the bike. Their headlight is held on by these rubber bands. Just pop that off, connect the connectors. Like I said, super easy. For the price, it's really hard to beat. It's super peppy on the throttle after the Nibby carb. It's just overall a great dirt bike for the price, especially today where you're looking at 250s that are around $5,000 MSRP. So if you are looking for a pretty reliable dirt bike, this thing might be what you're looking for. And I know you're probably wondering if it wheelies, and it does. I will show you right now. We'll see if we can catch that other rider riding around. I'll open the bike up so you can hear the exhaust a little bit. You got great pops on deceleration. Pretty cool pops on decel. Yeah, they sound good. Everybody I've talked to with this bike claims that this looks identical to an FMF PowerCore 4, which is really hard to believe considering that would be a third of the price of the bike, but it does sound good, I won't lie. Once you take that little baffle out, it sounds pretty good. And the Nibby carb also will change the idle tone. Once you throw the Nibby carb on and get it nice and dialed in, a lot more throaty. Even on throttle, it sounds a lot different. It's great. I always forget there's only 5 gears. I'm not used to the 5-speed. I used to own a 250 CRF. Another cool feature I really want to highlight really quick is the fact that this headlight switch right here, by the way, you have a headlight, a bright, even a horn. You have a horn, and you can even turn the headlight fully off, even when the bike is running. Even the taillight will turn off too, so you can be fully blackened out. This thing sounds pretty good. Like I said, the money and the price, and the fact that it wheelies. Check this out. Oh yeah, it wheelies. We'll see if I can hook up another one. Oh, it wheelies. If you really want something hands-on that you want to be able to work on and be able to tinker with and learn the ins and outs of a dirt bike, I think this thing would be absolutely perfect. Any carbureted motorcycle is absolutely perfect for that. For $100, you can get a 1-year parts and labor warranty. It claims labor. I don't know where you get the labor done, but it claims it for labor as well. I bought the Nibby with the motorcycle, and I also bought the protection plan with the motorcycle, and to get it to my door, it was about $2,025 bucks. $300 for shipping ish, $100 carb, and then the $100 protection plan. But if you do not get the protection plan or the carb, you can get this dirt bike delivered to your door for around $1,700. That's pretty good. Overall, a pretty great motorcycle, and I'd say I'd probably buy it again. But I'll update periodically. I'll just update on mileage, go on miles, I'll post a couple videos at Crew. However, if you're looking for a dirt bike, this thing, you want to take a look at the X-Pro Titan DLX. Keep posting more on it and seeing how long this thing lasts, maybe beating it up a little bit. I just hit 450 miles, look at that. Alright, I will catch you guys in the next one and update you later on. See you.